Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of our FM21 Chelsea Champions of the World save. Oh, it's been a couple of days since I've touched this, and also I apologise, not that it matters, for my hair. It's a lockdown, you know how it is, especially if you're in the UK right now. It's a bloody nightmare. Last time, let's have a look at our fixtures. Where did I leave you last time? Oh, it's been a while. Oh yes, we lost our very first game of the season. We lost 4-1 to Leipzig. But then you can see we got back to winning ways with a brilliant 1-0. I did not mean to show that. A 1-0 victory at home to Liverpool. We just performed quite well. I can't remember who. Oh, it was a Van Dijk own goal we can see up here. I played quite defensive. It was not an interesting game. I think there were the least amount of highlights I've ever had in a match. And then we went and we beat Zenit 1-0. So we've sort of stopped scoring loads, which is maybe a slight concern. However, 2 clean sheets after a couple games of conceding, I think that's all right. So today, let's go back to our home. We have Leeds and Aston Villa, a Premier League doubleheader. I thought that would be good for today. I'll see you at the team selection. We're not quite at the match day yet. We were further away than I realised. Let me show you kind of what's going on in the transfer. So I told you last time we got a 60 million injection. Not sure what happened to 30 of it. 30 million disappeared straight away. I've sold Danny Drinkwater to Galatasaray. It's only for... let me remove my face. It's only for 2.5 million. It's not a lot considering his value's at like 3.5 or 5, but to be honest with you, me and him, we'd had a big falling out. He was consistently the worst performing player in training every week, and I just think he was becoming a disruptive influence, and it's good to just get him out the door. And he's on quite a lot of wages, which is one of the reasons it was hard to sell him at the beginning. So Galatasaray, I'm happy to take 2.5 million. 2.4 goes into the transfer kitty. I'm happy. I made an offer for Jeremy Frimpong. He looks all right, to be fair. Obviously not ready to be a starter, but he's got decent potential. And fullback, it's another area. Obviously, Reece James is hopefully going to be a stalwart at the right back position, but as Azpilicueta gets a little bit older, and it's just another option to have. Whether he gets loaned, whether he becomes a bit part player, I'm not sure, but he's an option. 4.5 rising to 10 million. I'm not sure if they will accept it. Now, the more interesting transfer, Donnarumma. He got put on the transfer list, and we got offered him, and we said we should really go for him. So I did, and his thing was for 50 million, as you can see there. And I can't see it because it's been accepted. 25 million upfront cost, and then after 40 games, we pay another 25 million. So a 50 million base fee. For a player like Donnarumma, I don't think is all that bad. I mean, you look at his stats. He's got a scout summary of 96. He is by far better than either of our goalkeepers at the moment. And the fact that he's only 21, that's just that position tied down. And for an initial 25, even just right, even if it was a base 50, it would be an amazing deal. So I think no matter what happens, regardless of other positions we need to consider, that 25 million of our January budget just goes on Donnarumma. Granted that he agrees to move here, but he's accepted his contract at 165k a week. We've just got to see if anyone else, if he'd rather move to anyone else other than us. But it's actually looking pretty promising. And you know what? I think that would be a pretty immense signing. Anyway, sorry, I will take you to the team selection now. Oh, right, so the team, you know it well. Edin Dzeko starts up top with Pulisic on the left, Ziyech on the right, with Havertz as our attacking midfielder. We've got Mount as a box-to-box and Kante as our ball-winning midfielder, with Azpilicueta on the left-back side, Thiago Silva left defence, Tomori right defence, Reece James at right back, and Edouard Mendy and in goal, and we're on a positive mentality as opposed to attacking. On the bench, we've got Emerson, Ben Chilwell, Kurt Zuma, Mateo Kovacic, Hudson-Odoi, Jeremy Boga, and Timo Werner. I feel like Tammy should be on the bench. I don't know. Timo hasn't been playing that well as of late, but I think I'm going to keep this as it is. Dzeko is just undroppable at the moment. He seems to score or assist every Premier League game. So that's the team we're going with. I'm submitting the team. Let's do this. All right, first highlight of the game goes Leeds' way. Well, it appears to be going Leeds' way as they have a throw-in from the middle of the field and they easily work the ball into the area, but Mendy makes an easy save. We have a corner. Mount delivers. Cooper heads away. Ziyech is going to get there. Can he come up with some magic? Oh, he just cuts inside. Lovely. That's a penalty all day long. Surely. The ball didn't change trajectory. That has to be a penalty. Who's going to take it? Edin Dzeko will step up to take the pen. He is a veteran goal scorer. Can he do it again? Oh, he can't. I'm stunned. Mount with the delivery in. Come on, we need to make up for that. How have we missed a penalty? We missed one off camera as well. I'm pretty sure that's 2 in a row that we've missed. Dzeko didn't. Mount took the other one. Oh man. Kante collects the ball in the middle of midfield. Turns, runs around. He's got no options really. He plays it back to Tomori, who plays a big ball up to Edin Dzeko. Knocks it onto Kai Havertz, who gets his 3rd goal of the season with an astute finish. Fantastic. See, that's what I mean again. It was a nice ball in. It was a nice ball over the top by Tomori. That's a nice part of his game that's developing. But just the awareness of Dzeko to just nod that on and Havertz to continue his run. They've got a nice partnership forming. That is a very good goal. However, there's a highlight right after the goal, which is a little bit unnerving because you're always most vulnerable after you score, although that's an easy collection for Mendy. Great interception by Kante. Good ball out to Pulisic, who buries it. I wasn't even talking at the beginning of that because it just came from nothing. Highlight started from their goalkeeper. I mean, I'll probably show that to you anyway, but that was fantastic. Again, I'm not happy with this angle. I need to play around with the replay angle. I'll get there eventually. As you can see, it's very poor defensively, and Pulisic, fantastic first-time finish. I almost dropped him again, and I'm glad I didn't. Okay, that is the half-time whistle. Our XG has gone through the roof in the latter stages of that half, which is fantastic. We've started to dominate possession. I think everything's going pretty well for us. We've got to pump off this. This is a great opportunity to show all the pundits why they've backed you. Everyone's motivated and pleased. Hudson-Odoi's pleased. He's not even playing. Fantastic. Half-time. Do you change anything in your 2-0 up? I don't think you do. I want to get Ben Chilwell a bit of match fitness, but again, we'll play him. We'll give him like half an hour or so. All right, Leeds get this underway. Rodrigo plays it to Shackleton, who plays it back to Phillips, who plays it to Llorente, although an aimless ball forward that Mount collects. Lays off to Kante, plays it to Ziyech. Another great ball to Pulisic. It's showing offside. They'll check it, but the way the game works, I think that's more than likely to be offside. It did seem a bit too good to be true. It is in fact offside. No problem. I appreciate... We don't need to watch it again. I appreciate the effort. Kante moving the ball forward, lays it off to Mount. Just moves the ball around. Those two in midfield are so good, man. So good on this game. Thiago Silva, big ball over the top to Edin Dzeko. Can he finish? Of course he can. It's what he does for a living. Edin Dzeko with his 8th goal of the season. Brought in, I think, on deadline day. And he's just incredible, really. I mean, it's straight. Like, I never thought I'd be signing a striker with the signings Chelsea made, but what, for like 2 million or 4 million, whatever we paid, it's fantastic. Oh, Dzeko runs forward. It's kind of out of nothing, and Dzeko gets a 2nd goal. Oh, I didn't think the highlight was going to come to anything. Again, I wasn't talking, and Dzeko sort of just makes it out of nothing. I know I was just talking about it, but I cannot believe... I just can't believe he was this good. I mean, I thought he'd be a good signing, otherwise I wouldn't have done it, but I just thought he'd be good for a couple of games. I never thought he'd be this emphatic. I've gone cautious, and I have brought on Ben Chilwell. We're 4-0 up. There's no reason to push forward anymore. We might as well take a little sit back. It might be the wrong move because, of course, we are comfortably dominating this game. That is the game won. 3-0. Dzeko with an 8.9. absolutely incredible. Outstretched arms. I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. Everyone's inspired and motivated. Fantastic. Actually, you can see here in the table, even with a game in even with United having a game on hand and City too, even if they get a win, they will be a point behind us. So we are firmly at the top of the table. And I've just noticed that we even have a game in hand on Leeds, who we've just beaten. Actually, Arsenal are maybe the dark horses, because after 3 games, they'll have 9 points. But okay, no, I think at the moment we are well on track at top of the table, which is well. Bielsa is fuming after the hammering, because I don't think anyone expected it. I didn't think it would be that comfortable of a victory for us. Tomori's injured. He's out for 3 days. That's absolutely fine. Dzeko's on form. Yeah, we're going to praise him. Let's give him a handshake. And you were superb in front of goal. All right, so here is the team selection for Aston Villa. Again, barely any changes. The only changes, Emerson comes in at left back just to give him a run out, and Hudson-Odoi in at left wing over Pulisic. Pulisic has actually been dropped entirely. Also, it's lovely to see even more relationships being developed at this point. Again, I've dropped Pulisic just not because I don't like the way he's been playing at the moment. I just think if we can get Boga, Werner, or Abraham on for their match sharpness, I think we'll be better. I really do want to get Tammy on because, of course, he played for Aston Villa not that long ago on loan. You can't drop Dzeko. You get 9 goals. He's on a 7. Yeah, he's undroppable. Let's get into this game. I'm pretty confident. All right, so the players step out. I am going to skip that, though, and we're going to get on with the game. Come on, the Blues. Wow, okay, it's half-time, and pretty much nothing has happened. I went very attacking. We're just going to have to see what happens. I think we need to... I'm going to point my finger and I'm going to say I'm not happy with your performance out there. They all seem motivated, apart from Tomori, who actually looks a little bit nervous. In fact, you know what? I'm actually just going to leave it. We're going to start the second half. I'm going to give them a little bit of time, see if we can make anything happen. As Reece James puts in a throw, doesn't beat the first man, but Kante collects. Moves it on to Mount, finds it, doesn't find Emerson. It's a poor ball in the end. Tomori through to James. Can he put a good ball in? He can't really. Gilbert moves it down the right flank, plays it into Traore. It was a good tackle, and then Ollie Watkins puts it in. That is very, very disappointing. Okay, we need to change something. It might seem a bit harsh. I'm getting Hudson-Odoi off early for Timo Werner. He's got something to prove, and I think he might just come with a bit of pizzazz. We're going to stay very attacking, because we should be winning this game comfortably. Emerson drives in. It's kind of a waste. I'm going to demand more before we make a new change. And we got a corner. Come on, Mason. Come on, Mason. Plays it in. It's headed away. Zuma gets there first. Yes, he does. Emerson plays it to Tomori, to James. Big ball over the top. It doesn't get there. Now Villa can come forward again. They're hitting us on the counter very effectively. Trezeguet, good save by Mendy. Alright, so we're not very attacking anymore. We've come down to attacking. We've gone a bit more standardized passing. We've gone 2 up top. The time is trickling away. Oh, okay, we've got a highlight. Mendy, come on. Plays a big ball forward to Jacobo. He loses the header, but Kante's there. Kante plays up to Abraham, who misses. Werner, what can he do? Come on, he needs to do something. I don't really like him being out on the wing. He drives forward. It's a pretty bad attempt. Alright, we have to take Mount off. He's looking so tired. We've got Kovacic in and playing as another advanced playmaker now on attack. Come on, we just equalise. Just don't fall to a defeat. Big ball to Werner. He does well. He's got to score. He's got to score. How? He did everything well. He beat his man. That's alright. Come on. No! This is slipping away. I'm sorry. I'm pointing my finger and you weren't good enough. And with that, we drop out of top spot. Sorry for the loss. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure you drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel for more FM21 content coming your way. I'm going to get the hell out of here and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Tommy, Tommy Lou, Tommy Lou, Tommy, Tommy Lou, na 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 na, Tommy, Tommy Lou.